Hi there, Sarah Medlicott again. I could talk to you for hours about the Elemental Woman Leadership Program. I'm passionate about what it can do for women, and I'm passionate about the woman that I feel fortunate enough to work with in this way. But I think you don't really want to see me talk. I'd like to introduce you to the women so you can meet them for yourself. Let me get out of the way. Here they are. Hi, ladies.
Hi,
Sarah. Yay, I'm so glad you're here today. Thanks for being here. I'm going to start asking a few questions, and whoever feels like answering, just pop and answer your questions, okay? Or these questions. So the retreat center is in Northern California, but not all of you live locally. What are you getting out of this program that makes those extra travel expenses worthwhile? And for some of you, they are significant. So what makes them worthwhile for you?
Well, I'd love to answer that question.
Thanks, Mary.
Quite a while ago, I made a commitment to really do whatever it takes, whatever it costs, to reach my goals and follow my dream. And that usually requires that I get on a plane because I live in Chicago. And some of those expenses can be upwards of $500 each flight. But this program, I have received so much, and I have been able to clear my fears and go to the next level of what I needed to learn and really develop my leadership skills.
The 5 elements, fire, earth, metal, water, and wood, are the foundation for this program. What did you know about these elements before you attended this program? How important is the understanding of these elements to your success in the program?
Well, I'd like to answer that, Sarah. Actually, I'm a Chinese medicine practitioner in that I practice Asian bodywork. So I was exposed to the 5 elements before I began this program. And for me, what it has done for me is deepen my understanding of those 5 elements. However, for someone who has no idea what the 5 elements are about, I really feel that it really starts at the ground level, and you don't have to know a thing about the 5 elements. It really speaks to what's out there in nature and within us. And so I say that you don't really need to know anything about the 5 elements.
Great. Thanks, Thomas.
Thank you.
Yeah. There's a quote I want to share with you by John Quincy Adams. If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader. How do you think the Women's Program has helped you to step into your leadership from this perspective?
Sarah, I'd like to speak to that.
Great. Thanks, Brenda.
Before coming to this workshop, the word leadership really scared me. I didn't know anything about what it was. My perception of it was, I don't want to hear it. And so it was the 5 elements that really drew me here. But being here and seeing leadership through the lens of inspiring brilliance in others and pulling out the gem in them, it's like, no problem. I can do that.
A lot of women are in business to make a difference in the world, to improve the world that our children will inherit. How has the Women's Leadership Program helped you to enlarge the vision of what you can accomplish?
I'd like to answer that.
Great, Laura.
I think one of the biggest things for me is that I was a leader before I came into this program, and I wasn't using all of me in my leadership. And I needed the container of these women knowing what leadership is and holding me unconditionally loved and like in my highest all at the same time, so that I was able to really access and penetrate more of those parts of me that I wasn't necessarily comfortable bringing to the table. There's so much power there, and I would not have been able to access that without all of you.
This program is about women supporting women. How does the support of women help you to succeed in your life and in your business?
I want to answer this.
Okay, Michelle.
Before I joined this program, the majority of my friends were male. I had no idea about the power of women creating and supporting each other. And At first, it was a new muscle because I'm like, everybody's so nice. They're sharing resources. They're supporting my dream. They believe in me. How can this be true? And as I deepen my friendships with the women, I know as a professional coach and at home, you're working from a home office, I'm not alone because I can pick up the phone or send an email and get support or get help or ideas on how to actually stay true to me, be true and follow my vision. And I was writing on Facebook last night that I'm graduating today, and this program has changed my life. And I am so grateful, Sarah. So thank you.
As of 2005, 55% of business startups were headed by women. There's a lot of women stepping out into the world of business, many for the very first time. How has this Women's Leadership Program prepared you to be successful in your business?
I'd like to answer that one.
Thanks, Corey.
Yeah. Before I came to this program, I actually was already a leader. I was already a coach. I was already very involved in a lot of different areas, but I wasn't working for myself. I knew I had these programs in me and these gifts and all this information to bring, and I just never had the courage, or I didn't have the tools. I didn't have the support in the community. And I have it now. My community didn't end when I graduated. My community, I have the best friends I've ever had in my entire life.
From an economic standpoint, 2009 was extremely challenging for many. Yet you all made a huge, huge financial commitment to be here and to enroll in this program. Tell me what led you to take this kind of risk, to make this large of an investment in yourself.
That's a question I want to answer.
Okay, Lisa.
I knew a long time ago that I had a gift, but I didn't know what shape that took. And I recognized back a year ago, January of 2009, that I needed support of some sort to make that happen.
Yeah.
And that I didn't have the ability to hold that in my hands myself. And at the end of January, I found out about this program. And I found out how much it cost. And at the time, I didn't have a job. And I didn't really have any idea of how to turn that elusive, I have something to give, into something that would make me money.
Yeah.
But I recognized the only thing that was keeping me from saying yes to the program was the money. And behind that was the message that you will never be able to afford to do the program unless you do the program. There's no way. Right?
So this is a year-long program with a different group starting at each program at each retreat. What advice would you give someone about which retreat she should start in?
Well, I'll answer that. Totally doesn't matter is the basic bottom line. I think that I've heard, to me, it wasn't really an issue when I started. I was more sort of logistics of my own life, but as I got in here, people were saying, oh, I wanted to start during fire because of this, or they wanted to end at a certain other one because of that. And I think everybody, the bottom line consensus is that it just, you end up where you're supposed to be. And there's something just really magical about this whole program, and people come together, and the convergences and divergences all happen like perfect synchronization.
Thanks for being with us today. We hope to see you at a future program. You saw in that video that this panel was made up of women of all different ages, backgrounds, and experiences. Each one brings their unique perspective, unique gifts, and brilliance to this community of the elemental woman. I hope you want to join this community. We need your unique brilliance. You have gifts to share that we welcome. On the next video, I will be sharing with you more specific information about this amazing program. Look for that video soon.